everyone. We're getting very close to our 3:15 start, so I'd like to ask the recipients for today's awards to start to take their seats in the green ribboned chairs. Thank you. Hello everyone, it's 3:15, so we're going to get going. So recipients, if you haven't already come to sit down, please do so right now. Okay. Phil, you can sit on the front row.
Follow instructions, Phil.
Okay. There's always one.
Who invited him?
Okay, we're going to get going. I think we're still awaiting a few recipients, but we are at 3:15, and so we're going to start the event right now. So I want to welcome everyone to Okanagan College's 11th Annual Employee Excellence Award. 11th annual, that's a lot of awards that have been given out over the years. It reflects a lot of hard work from a lot of people in this room. My name's Jill Henderson. I'm the Director of HR, or the newly renamed People Services Department, and I'm going to be your MC today. So this is my second Employee Excellence Award event, and what's really nice about this event is that the last time we were together last year, we had all sorts of COVID restrictions. It was by invitation only. You had to check your vaccine passport at the door, and you know it's so nice to be seeing people being able to freely mingle again. So before I go any further, I would like to acknowledge that we're meeting today on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Silks Okanagan people. And that's where our Kelowna, Penticton and Vernon campuses are based. Our Salmon Arm campus is located on the traditional unceded territory of the Secwepemc, and our Revelstoke Centre is located on the unceded and ancestral territory of the Secwepemc, the Sinaiks, the Tanahe, and the Silks Okanagan peoples. And I'm forever grateful that I get to live and work and play in such a beautiful land. So before we begin, a quick bit of housekeeping for those in the room with us today. I hope you're going to enjoy the wonderful food from Malvis Catering, and we also have some beverages, soft and wine beverages for you to enjoy. And we've been serenaded so far by Tom Eason, who is one of our ed techs. So thank you, Tom, for providing the musical background. The other thing you'll notice that's a little different is all these easels that are spotted around the room. Every year when we're getting ready for this event, we ask people to let us know what their milestones are. So a milestone might be you got your Canadian citizenship or you got your PhD. And we like to celebrate and acknowledge those staff as well. So during the break and after the award ceremony, I'd encourage you, if you haven't already done so, to kind of walk around and have a peruse of those milestone achievements. Now, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Neil Facina, our president, to say a few words of welcome.
Thank you very much, Jill. Good afternoon, everyone, to our OC community, our team members, our supporters, our friends and family. I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us today, because it is a true honor to be able to share this afternoon with you and get a chance to honor and speak with our award nominees, recipients, and award winners. And I know Jill has commented on the changes that we've been able to see over the last year, but I'd like to highlight one thing that is an inevitable truth that doesn't seem to change. You notice how the back row got filled up first? It starts in a classroom and proceeds through the rest of our lives. So one day the front row will be filled and Phil will have someone to sit next to him. To the friends and families, I said it'll fill. Not even going to go there. To our friends and family of our honorees who are joining us today on campus, thank you so very much for joining us. I see future students, I see past students, I see friends, and I see family. So thank you for being here to honor those that are being awarded today. And to all of our recipients, a sincere congratulations to everything that you have done and will continue to do for this incredible organization. It is a true bravo moment to you and a true thank you moment on behalf of all of us to you. And please know that as you work our way through our ceremony today, know that every single individual is here to congratulate you, and know that every effort that you have made in order to warrant your incredible honor has gone noticed. It has gone appreciated, and it has gone truly heartfelt. So thank you very much for everything that you are doing. I do want to recognize that the way that these awards are set up, there are so many different ways that people are receiving recognition today, whether or not it be from the milestones or from an award up front. And the people that were here today are truly remarkable in how they're bringing change to this organization. In some cases, as academics, it's through your scholarly activity. I'm a closet recovering academic, but barely one anymore. But from you advancing scholarly activity or creative activity, adding to new publications or applied research, and trying to create that reputation for OC as a powerhouse of scholarly space. To our instructional team who is innovative and inspiring in your teaching and making every single day meaningful for the students that are coming to our campus to transform their lives and transform their communities. To the members of our team that make all of that possible. To the members of our team that work in the spaces that empower those of us that are in the teaching space, or those of us in the research space, those of us in the learning space to do what we do. And each and every contribution is incredible. So I managed to be lucky enough to join Okanagan College about 18 months ago. And as Jill said, this is her second Employee Excellence Awards, and it's fortunately mine as well. And to be able to look at how this organization comes together to celebrate each and every one of you, the people that make up this OC team, is absolutely inspiring. And it is things like we're doing today where we get to come together on a formal basis, we get to honor people with formal awards, but it goes beyond that. The culture of this organization is exceptional. To be able to walk through the halls and be able to see people giving the congratulations handshakes or the high fives, to the laughter that happens in places like this atrium or other places around campus where people are truly celebrating the contributions that each one of us makes as we get up every morning to change, frankly, the lives and the communities of our students. So to that, it is with sincere thank you that I express to you today your contributions to this organization, because you are true embodiments of our Inspire plan. You're going to hear examples today of the different values, the different commitments, the different responsibilities that we have, and how the members of our OC team are making each of those come to life. And it is such a rewarding experience to be able to see people living each one of those values, responsibilities, and commitments. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you have done, everything that you do, and everything that you will do for this organization. But with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Jill, and we'll keep going.
Thank you, Neil. I have to adjust the microphone. There's a height difference here, just a little one. So now we're going to get straight into the business of giving out the awards. But before I do that, I'm just going to set the stage as to what the award recipients will do. So when accepting your award, I'm going to invite each of you to come up, not to the stage, but to walk across to Bianca there, if you want a signal. Bianca will provide you with your award, and then you will move on to the next sort of area, where Neil will be there to congratulate you and for you to get a photograph with the President with your award. So that's basically kind of the event flow as we kind of go through. As the award recipients come up, I'm going to be just repeating some of the nice words that were said in the nomination that you'll be seeing on the screens as that event is taking place, and then once we've finished with that information, we'll have time to give applause to each of the nominees today, each of the recipients today, I should say. So, every year, before I go any further, I want to say that every year we get more nominations than awards to give out. And I can say without hesitation that every nomination we receive, every single one, is actually worthy of an award. So it's a really tough job that the judges have each year to determine who are going to be the recipients in any given year. And so today we're making 8 Employee Awards of Excellence. And before we get to those recipients, I want to first introduce and acknowledge the finalists that were nominated but did not receive an award this year. And as I speak your name, if you're here, I'm going to ask you just to come up, collect your award, and as a finalist, have a photograph with the President. Now, if you're here collecting an award for someone else, please come up and collect the award, but admit the photo bit, because it's kind of not really you that got the award, you're just picking it up. So without further ado, I would like to call on the 4 finalists, 2 of whom I know can't be with us, but Jeffrey Cooper from the Culinary Department. Is Jeffrey with us today? I'm not seeing him. Carrie is accepting the award on his behalf. Heidi Mann from IT was also a finalist. Well deserved, Heidi. Karen Tessier could not be with us today, so accepting on her behalf are Jerry Nishi and Nayeon Kim. And finally, Yuri Kamelski was not able to be here today, but he was also a finalist. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the award recipients. And I'm going to start with the College Engagement Award. And a very, very worthy recipient this year is our own Margaret Johnson. So I'd ask Margaret if you could come up as we read your little description, and I'll read it out. You know, Margaret is now the Executive Assistant for the Dean of Science and Tech in Kelowna, and she was nominated for her work in the President's Office. Margaret was nominated by Joanna Campbell, who said, "Margaret is an example of an employee who's made a significant and positive long-term impact on Okanagan College and its community. One of those rare employees who consistently volunteers to serve Okanagan College teams, committees and task forces for both her improvement and the institutions. A first face when dignitaries, members of leadership, lost students or an aggravated parent. She truly demonstrates our strategic plan value of respect by creating an environment in which every individual is valued." Please join me in congratulating Margaret. Well, that's a popular award, I think. I'm going to move on to the Courage to be Creative Award. And the recipient for this award this year is Hannah Calder. Now, unfortunately, Hannah can't be with us today, as she's on crutches, I believe, right now. And so accepting on her behalf is Marcus Heinrich. Hannah is a professor in the English department, and she was nominated by Amy Modal, Michelle Douage, and Kerry Gilbert. And they said, "Why We Write, Poets of Vernon" is soon to be released in spring 2022 at film festivals. This project and Hannah's efforts are both scholarly and creative, resulting in a significant contribution to the Okanagan College and wider border community. All of this work results in an extraordinary contribution to the enrichment of knowledge in Hannah's field of literature and creative writing, and expands her oeuvre to include documentary film, a great scholarly and a creative accomplishment that deserves recognition. So although she's not here, let's show our appreciation of Hannah. So, moving swiftly on, we have two individual recipients for the Instructional Excellence Award. Our first recipient today is Corrie Bell. So if Corrie could come up. Thank you. Corrie is the lead instructor in the AEMP program. He was nominated by Natasha McDowell. And she said, "Corrie has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry throughout his career. Yet when asked, Corrie's heart and passion remain in the classroom, inspiring the next generation of audio engineers. Corrie has an innate ability to connect with all his students. It doesn't matter the student's background or abilities when entering the program. Corrie can empower each student to reach their full potential. A lifelong learner, he stays up to date on all equipment and industry innovations so that his students leave the program as prepared as possible." Let's recognize Corrie. And our second recipient of the Instructional Excellence Award is Andrew Klingel. Now, unfortunately, Andrew can't be with us today because he's actually in Puerto Rico with the Enactus OC team, being the brilliant educator that he is. And so his wife, Lorena Klingel, is here to accept the award on his behalf. Andrew is a professor in business admin, was nominated by Kylene Myra, who said that he demonstrates a real commitment and passion to his students. He encourages and welcomes feedback, adapts his teaching style to fit a diversity of student needs. He establishes a collaborative and positive learning environment because he encourages students to take risks, be creative, and look at different ways to solve issues. His commitment to Enactus OC is a fantastic example of how he looks to challenge, inspire, and support his students to do their very best work. And I hope we're all rooting for gold in Puerto Rico. So next up are our Leadership Award recipients. And again, we have two individual recipients of this award. And the first recipient is everyone's favorite and a well-known face around campus, Phil Ashman. So come on up, Phil. We'll go there. Phil is the Director of Ancillary and Business Services, and he was nominated by Kevin Fukushima. who said that Phil's leadership is characterized by his ability to identify his team members' strengths and empowering them to be leaders in their own positions. His calming presence immediately brought stability and optimism to a portfolio struggling with change. While identifying gaps, needs and opportunities for improvement, he created a vision for the future focused on service excellence. Congratulations, Phil. And our second recipient of the Leadership Award is Juliana Botanus. So if you could please come up and accept your award, Juliana. Juliana is the manager of campus life and administration at Penticton. She was nominated by a whole heap of folk, which shows really what people think of her. So she was nominated by Waverley Guy, Ingrid Carter, Esther Keller, Anna Wolbian, Anita Gill, James Coble, Eva Gavaris, Renee Myers. And they really said that she exemplifies the attributes of a strong leader who creates unity among colleagues and anyone else who has the pleasure of working with her. In the absence of a full-time dean, Juliana has taken on many other extra duties to ensure that the campus runs smoothly. Students and staff can attest to her capabilities of leading an entire campus with a positive attitude and an excellent work ethic. Thank you, Juliana, for all your work. Excuse me. I've just got a bit of a frog in my throat. That's better. So, moving on to the Service Excellence Awards. And here we also have two individual recipients of the Service Excellence Award. The first recipient, and my personal favourite for obvious reasons, is Diana Dare. Diane is the executive assistant in the HR department. She was nominated by Dory Burnham, who said, Diane is a dedicated and talented executive assistant and brings a wealth of experience to her position. Her work ethic is unparalleled and her dedication is truly inspiring. She has, without exception, brought a positive disposition to the workplace. Since 2012, Diane has been a major contributor to this event, as well as the new employee orientation. She coordinates and supports the bargaining process for all employees, serves as a liaison between the HR team and other departments, and has been instrumental in building a culture of service excellence within HR and the college. Thank you, Di, for all you do. So we're in the home straight, guys. This is the last award that I'm about to announce. So our second recipient of the Service Excellence Award is, as his hat will show in the picture, the notorious Mark Bird. Mark is a technician in the Trades and Apprenticeship Department and was nominated by Carrie Jans, who said, Mark's a valued member of the Trades and Apprenticeship team. Mark has the unwritten title of everyone's go-to guy. He goes above and beyond daily in support of the students, his co-workers, and the entire trades portfolio. He takes pride in his craftsmanship. The Trades Department will forever enjoy the amazing display cases he kindly made each department to showcase the talents of their students. His heart is as big as his talent. He took a leading role assisting and guiding students building the OC Literacy Centre, and he also volunteers at Career Fairs. Thank you, Mark. So after we've sort of finished the formal part of today, I would ask all the award recipients to join us back over at the photo booth area, because we would like to get a group photo of everyone at the end. At this time, I'm going to invite President Neil Facina to announce the recipient of the 2022 President's Award.
All right. Thank you very much, Jill. So I just, before I launch into the the President's Award, I just want to acknowledge two individuals that just came up to receive an award. And I want to acknowledge them because they both, when I arrived, made sure that everything was working properly for this event. And that is Diane and Heidi. So thank you to you both. I know you're award recipients. It gives you a sense of the incredible people we get to work with when they're worried about the way this is going to go, rather than being a guest at their own party. So congrats, crew. All right, so today I get the distinct pleasure of being able to tell you about our President's Award winner. And I'm going to actually ask Mary to come join me up here. So Mary Klein is the 2022 recipient of the President's Award. Mary has worked with OC in the Continuing Studies and Corporate Training crew since 2008 and hails from our Revelstoke Centre. She was nominated by Danelle, who couldn't say enough about Mary. And as many know, that Danelle's part of our new team here as well, so it speaks volumes. So huge congratulations. And it's not going to come as likely any surprise, but I'm going to talk about Mary in terms of our values. Because Mary is authentically an embodiment of everything that we stand for here at the college. In terms of student first, Mary seeks to remove barriers within the college. And what we mean by that is breaking down our own silos in order to get rid of anything that might be impeding the path between her students and their success. From the perspective of community, Mary has got incredibly close relationships with First Nation communities within the Valley that are highlighted in particular with the Lillooet crew, the Lillooet Band, and other First Nation bands who reach out to Mary regularly to discuss training opportunities. And to cap it off, she's also known as a volunteer in the communities that she serves. From a relationships perspective, the list would go on and on. But Mary's got some incredibly connected relationships both inside and outside of our organization, including the British Columbia Forest Safety Council, the Continuing Education and Training Association of BC, the Industry Training Authority, the Construction Foundation of BC, this one I'm about to struggle with, Trades on Culinary Programming and Construction Craft Worker with BC Infrastructure Benefits.
Yes, the high list.
Yeah. Okay, business on the office assistant business on the office assistant for Nisconolith, and health on early childhood education healthcare assistant. In terms of courage, Mary is always seeking to do the right thing for her stakeholders. In terms of respect, she works with Indigenous communities and continually demonstrates her respect and willingness to listen and to help address their needs. And in terms of distinction, she has an incredibly strong work ethic and an incredible steadfast commitment, not only to the OC community, but to the community of Revelstoke. So crew, on behalf of the awards committee and the entire organization, Mary, congratulations on being the recipient of the 2022 President's Award.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to sneak over there for a picture. And can I turn it back to you?
A well-deserved award. Let's congratulate Mary one more time. I just want to add my congratulations again to everyone who is a recipient and a finalist this year. It's a significant achievement to be recognized in this way, and all our award recipients are frankly role models for us all. They model dedication, commitment, hard work, and they turn up every day and do it every day with good grace and good humor. Before we close the formal ceremony, I want to acknowledge the people who helped make today possible. A wide range of employees from across the college helped to support this event. There are lots of hands that make light work of this event behind the scenes. Obviously, I have to thank Diana Dare again, who enthusiastically puts all her efforts into coordinating this event. But it couldn't be accomplished without the support and assistance of Bianca Blandon and Liz Curry from my office. To To the nominators, many of you are in the room today. Without your efforts, it would be impossible to recognise all the talented employees we have at OC. And I'm hoping that many of you in this room will be inspired to make nominations for next year's awards, because this programme only thrives and works when we receive nominations of the many great employees that we have. I also want to acknowledge the judges who represent their various employee groups as volunteers for this peer-nominated and judged programme. Special thanks to Mary Kim Oliver, Nancy Darling, Carrie Jans, Marcus Heinrichs, Pamela Nelson, Nicola Davis, Kate Sidler, Pam Krieg and Tanya Harding, who all took time out of their regular jobs to review nominations and to make thoughtful recommendations for award recipients. I also want to thank Kevin, Rick and the whole facilities management team, Tyler Finley and Simone Blaze and John Wessels from College Relations, and Anne-Marie Rother from Print Services, and of course Tom Essen, who will be enjoying his music again shortly from the EdTech department, as well as Heidi Mann. I mean, we've acknowledged you, Heidi, but you are work miracles with every event, and you're always there, so patient and so helpful. And today we're also supported, the IT services is also supported by Shai from IT. We must also give a thank you to Michelle Lowry and Laura Jennings, who have volunteered to serve your refreshments today. And I want to thank those of you who may be joining us virtually. For everyone who missed it and would like to watch or tell your colleagues about, College Relations will be posting the video of this event and recapping today's events on the Employee Excellence Award page in College Matters and in Inside OC. For now, it's enough said from the front of the stage. It's time to simply enjoy the rest of your afternoon, enjoy the delicious food and wine and the music from Tom Essen. So have a good evening, everyone. Thank you. you.